When participating in any exercise program, there is a possibility of physical injury and an increased load on the heart, which may result in dizziness, shortness of breath, and in extreme circumstances may result in a heart attack. If you experience any dizziness or pain, stop exercising immediately and seek medical attention as required. By participating in this exercise program, you agree to freely accept all associated risks, dangers, and hazards. The governors of the University of Alberta, their officers, employees, and volunteers are not responsible for any injury or loss of any kind sustained by you while participating. Consult your physician before beginning any exercise program.
Hi there, I'm Chelsea Coggill with Campus Community Recreation, and I'll be doing a office yoga sequence to support and assist with posture, specifically targeting the neck and the shoulders. So the first thing that you'll want to be mindful of is how you're sitting during your day. So if you're experiencing discomfort in the shoulders, the upper back, the neck, it's often because we're in this kind of forward flex slouch position, or we're sitting back in our chair. Our head is jutting forward, which is putting non-ideal pressure on our spine when our head is offset. So ideally, we sit during our day upright at the edge of our seat. And so if I just spin myself around, we want to stack our spine. So stacking the rib cage over top of the pelvis. If you have something to elevate your hips a little bit, so you can sit on top of a folded towel or a cushion if you have at home. And what that does is that creates an anterior tilt of the pelvis, and knees should be below the hips ideally, so that we can sit up tall, rolling the shoulders back so that the chest is lifted, shoulders are back, and chin is slightly angled down. So if my chin is angled down, I'm just going to send my eye gaze up to the direction that I'm looking, the screen that I'm looking at. So that way the spine is nice and tall and stacked, and we're also building strength in the trunk and our upper back to hold our posture. So that's the first thing to be mindful of when we're doing a lot of sitting throughout our day, is we want to find that tall, stacked, seated position. So the next thing we'll move through is a little bit of rotations through the neck and shoulders. So we're just going to start by dropping the right ear over towards the right shoulder, and then just turning the chin so that the chin moves over towards the right collarbone. From here, I'm just going to lift my chin up towards the ceiling like I'm drawing a rainbow, dropping the left ear over towards the left shoulder, rotating so that the chin goes towards the left collarbone, dropping the chin down towards the chest, and then I'm going to reverse that direction. So coming up, dropping left ear to left shoulder, rolling the chin down towards left collarbone, lifting the chin up, lengthening out through the front of the neck, dropping right ear to right shoulder, turning, chin to right collarbone, and then dropping the chin back down towards the chest, and then coming back up to center and just releasing that out. Next, we'll move through some shoulder rotations. So you're going to elevate the shoulders up towards the ears, retract the shoulders by drawing them back towards the space behind you, depressing the shoulders, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears, and then protracting the shoulders, so drawing the shoulder heads forward, and then moving one more rope in that direction. So elevating the shoulders towards the ears, retracting, drawing them back, depressing, drawing down, and then shoulder heads draw forward. Then we'll reverse that. So retracting the shoulders, elevating up towards the ears, protracting, drawing the shoulders forward, depressing the shoulders down and away from the ears, again maintaining a nice tall spine. Once more in that direction, drawing the shoulders back, elevating up towards the ears, protracting, drawing shoulders forward, and depressing, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Good. Just release that out, shake it off. Next, we'll just move through some neck rotations. So again, adjusting posture if needed, finding that nice tall stacked spine. I'm just gonna rotate my gaze or my neck so that I'm looking straight over my right shoulder. Relaxing the shoulders down, you're just going to take 3 slow deep breaths. After your third breath, rotating back through center and looking left. So chin is parallel to the floor and keeping that head stacked right over top of the spine. 3 nice slow breaths. Good, and after that third breath, rotating back through to center. You can move through or adjust in between postures as you need to. Next, we're just gonna drop the chin down towards the chest. Again, keeping, not rounding through the spine or flexing, sitting tall, chest lifts, front ribs drop down, chin down towards chest. If you wanna add a little bit more intensity, we'll interlace the hands, placing a little bit of additional pressure at the back of the head. Just taking 3 slow breaths here in this position. Good, gently releasing that. And we'll do that one more time. So just dropping the chin down towards the chest. Spine is stacked, using the strength of your core to lift and lengthen out of the waist. If you're adding that additional assistance or intensity, you can interlace behind, holding for 3 breaths here. Just nice slow breaths in and out through the nose. And after that third breath, gently releasing back through to center. Next, we'll just drop right ear over to right shoulder. We can add a bit of extra sensation or intensity by reaching the heel of the left hand away from left shoulder. And you can also experiment with different arm positions here. So if you rotate the palm to face up, you can kind of move through that position if you wish, just feeling different openings at the side of the neck and into that shoulder joint, holding for 3 breaths here. Gently coming back through to center, dropping left ear to left shoulder. Again, if you like, you can reach the heel of the right hand away from the right shoulder and play with spinning the palm to face up, reaching the hand away from the body. Holding for another 3 breaths on this side. Good. And gently releasing back through to center. Next, we're just going to turn our head and lower at a diagonal. So I'm going to look left and drop my chin towards my left collarbone. Just finding a different opening at the side of the neck, maybe a little bit more towards the back of the neck as well. And again, you can experiment with different arm positions to change the sensation or intensity. Holding for 3 breaths on the side. Looking back up over the horizon, rotate back through center. Look over to the right. I'm dropping my chin down towards my right collarbone. Holding here. Maybe reaching that hand away. Always feel free to bring movement into any position that you're holding, just to experience those different openings. After your third breath, gently coming back through to center and moving that out as you need to. Next, we'll work with upper back and shoulders. So I'm going to interlace my hands behind my low back. And ideally, you're sitting away from your back or you're on a stool. So again, drawing the front ribs down towards the spine, interlacing, drawing the knuckles down towards the floor and away from low back if that's available to you. And just taking 3 nice deep breaths into the chest, into the shoulders. Good, gently release that. And then once more like that. So again, interlacing the hands behind the low back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, so engaging the muscles of the upper back in between the shoulder blades, sitting tall, closing the rib cage. Good. After your third breath, gently release that down. And then the last thing for shoulders is we will elevate the shoulders towards the ears, squeezing nice and tight. And on the exhale, depressing the shoulders down away from the ears, reaching the heels of the hands strongly down towards the floor. And 2 more like that. Inhaling, squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. And on the exhale, reaching those hands down towards the floor, depressing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Last time here, inhale, reaching up, squeeze nice and tight. And then exhale, dropping the shoulders down, reaching strongly. And then you can release, letting the shoulders come back to their natural position. As time permits, you can repeat that sequence 1 to 2 more times.